I just finished PSYGER 100 versus SUNRAKU, and I just gotta say, unbelievable fight. Unbelievable. And I already know people are pissed off at the fact that PSYGER 100 didn't die the first time around and kept getting either 1 HP or Clencher ability and just did not go down. But personally, I think that really played into this fight and opened up a lot of avenues for SUNRAKU to prove why he's like that. One hit finisher wouldn't have done it. But the way that this played out really showed the tactical IQ and battle IQ that SUNRAKU has even against high tier players. I mean, we already saw that with Sylvia, but here against PSYGER 100, it was very prevalent. I mean, let's start from here. When he used Gold Honey's poison to nullify that of Lycagon's markings, because this is where things really started getting interesting. So first, SUNRAKU combines his two swords into Whale Lord Moonblade Netherlight, activating Levin Trigger Hazard in the process. Essentially, both of them going for a full frontal assault. SUNRAKU managing to hit PSYGER 100, and honestly just being too fast for her to keep up with. Now, PSYGER 100 on her last leg, supposedly, compares SUNRAKU to that of Lycagon, based off of how he's performing and fighting her. She basically baits SUNRAKU by pulling out one of her MP potions, with SUNRAKU getting behind her by teleporting, only for her to crush the MP potion altogether, but still absorbing the effects of it based off of the ring she's wearing, stunning SUNRAKU's leg in the process. SUNRAKU tries to heal himself, but of course the Fool's Arcanum is causing him not to be able to get full health. So instead, he thinks to try out Dispatter, and PSYGER 100 decides to pull out her strongest move, being Violence Thunder. While she sets it off, SUNRAKU activates Levin Trigger Hazard and is able to match the speed of Violent Thunder, opening up the shield and absorbing the entire attack, turning that power into his own, boosting all of his stats. So now the fight has become even more interesting. Now with PSYGER 100 not left with much to work with, SUNRAKU calls her out and says, I guess you're just waiting to bust out Arouse. That's essentially all she's got left, and SUNRAKU wants to do a full-on frontal assault again to just get it over with. So she ends up activating Arouse, the twin blade user with super agility back against the wall against a magic sword user, hurting herself to score one more buff. And this double page right here is by far the most beautiful thing I've seen in the entirety of Shangri-La Frontier. Both of them exchanging blow after blow like it's nothing. Same could be said about this as well. You can see the severity of this fight between two of them. SUNRAKU then equips his cape and starts chanting some bullshit words, which is actually hilarious, knowing that in the heat of the battle where it matters most, this dude's still making jokes and kind of bullshitting his way through it and actually making fun of the other person in the process, intentionally or not. Dude's just having fun. You can't beat someone who's having fun. And with PSYGER 100 at 12 HP, the Union gauge for SUNRAKU is at max. So he combines the sword into Whale Lord Union Pale Sheen. She manages to block it. SUNRAKU pulls out Gita Briel, I hope I said that right, and hits her dead on with it. Mind you, having Hazard Levin activated. But of course, PSYGER 100 triggers the Clencher at 1 HP. SUNRAKU then gets his sword back and rushes in at ultra high speed approach. She then activates Synchronist, but it's not enough. The two front couldn't catch him, with SUNRAKU activating Seton style finisher number 1, Hayakaze, attacking with Eclipse Vorpal, a divine speed sword draw, ending her. At least that's what we thought, as what's now been triggered is Unbroken with a 25% chance of being revived with 10% of HP. And that right there, I can understand why it pissed off a lot of people, knowing it's just a revive type thing. But in a situation like this, I can understand. PSYGER 100 charges in, but SUNRAKU uses Shana O Possession, jumping up into the air. She uses Primal Slash, knowing she couldn't miss, knowing he's in the air like that. They think it hits him, but it was an after image. He's down there on the floor and manages to stab her in the shoulder. And once again, PSYGER 100 manages to trigger Clencher with her HP at 1. Her at 0 MP, trying to swing down on SUNRAKU with one sword, SUNRAKU resorts to copying him again, parrying her entire move. And with his stamina at 0, PSYGER 100 thinks that it's in the bag. With SUNRAKU asking, did you check the weather forecast? Then you know it'll be sunny, with the occasional moonblade or two, as the Moonblade manages to stab her in the back out of nowhere, with PSYGER 100 falling to the ground with 0 HP. SUNRAKU's mirror fading wasn't to conceal himself, it was to hide the extra attack that he had called Moonblade. He worked it in as an illusion in the long run, with the winner of the clan war going to Wolfgang. Sunraku obviously being the winner. Homie can still crack jokes and do all that even when his life is on the line. And just like that, it is over. Again, I know a lot of y'all were pissed off at the fact that PSYGER 100 kept clenching like that. Believe me, I was pissed off too. But at least it made it interesting, you know? After all, Sunraku was basically washing the floor with her. I mean, hell, she needed something in order to make it fair, right? Give her that many clenchers and whatever. You get where I'm coming from. Sunraku is just like that. I like that final battle. That was really good. I can't wait to see what happens next.